everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to wait for my TV to catch up. Make sure before I get too far into this. Kind of looking for my pen while we're waiting here. Couldn't find it. I'm not sure what I did with it in my mess of stuff. Hello, Walter. Hi, Shirley. Like I said, I hope you can hear me. I'll know in a minute. It's going to go live here in a minute. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I have my hair down tonight, so we'll see how long that lasts. So, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if I'm blah. All right, my TV started. That means you can hear me. Woohoo! All right, so I'm going to put my remote away. Good. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right. Well, I don't know where my pen is, so I'll worry about that later. We're going to use some of the Spooky Friends box. I don't have 100% knowledge of what we're going to do tonight, but I kind of have an idea. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for letting me know. So the first thing I wanted to do, hi, Amy. Hi, Gina, watching from Las Vegas, is I'm going to go ahead and swatch out the embossing powder from the box. It's called Spooky Night. The box is still available. I can give you a link for the box. I'll switch it over to my other camera here in just a second. And come on, computer. Copy. Paste. Switch this over. All right. So I've got my little swatch swatches here. I got my embossing powder. First thing we're going to do is hi, Mary. Hi, Karen. Is it Mary? Is it Mari or is it Mary? Just let me know because I heard them say Mary on the live, and I'll make sure I say it right. Oh, okay. I can tell that I had this in and out of heat and cold, so my sticker doesn't like me. Okay, I'll do that after. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this down good because I like to just cut the top way off. I don't like to mess with the zipper because I'm going to get rid of it. And then we'll get started. So, all right, I've got one of the box, the end pieces here. I've got a piece of copy paper here. This is thicker copy paper, so this must not be printer paper. Look at this beautifulness. Oops, my hand's in the way. I gotta get used to this new camera again. I was gone this weekend. I had a great time crafting with my friends up in Minnesota. I went to the Stampin' Storage store. Oh, that was fun. I've never been there before. Mary Lake Ferry. Okay, thank you. Then I will know. I just wanted to make sure because, I don't like to say I'm wrong. All right, that looks good enough for me. And I moved my garbage can to a different spot. So, oops, and then of course I threw it away. Let's grab this last little piece here. I'm gonna stick that back in. And of course, I must have ran this through my printer once because it's got print on it. So hi, Ellen. All right. Well, you probably have fairy wings, right, Mary? So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. These are the swatch dotches. This is the swatch sheet you can get. It's in the free downloads in the digital section. And then I'm going to go ahead. I never use my anti-static powder tool on this. I just kind of always tap it in. I love these mixes because you get such a wide variety of colors when they're mixed up like that. All right, I'm gonna kind of dash that off. I got a little bit of the extra powder on the side here because the plastic, And then let's see if I can get this peeled off. I'm gonna do it off camera just because it's not liking me tonight. There we go. It's not perfect, but it'll work. It'll work. I tore it off. Like I said, I took this with me this weekend and it was hot and cold. So that's why my sticker's not sticking, but it's one. Would rather have dragon wings. Hello, Penny. I agree with you. I'd rather have dragon wings too. All right, let's heat set this puppy and let's get started. I realized I didn't get everything ready tonight that I was going to do. Trying to do it on camera. but my cord doesn't quite reach. What is going on? Let's move this. There we go. Maybe that'll help. All right. There we go. I'm not doing much heat embossing tonight, so that's fine. But here we go. Look at how pretty that is. So there's reds and blues and of course I rubbed it while it was hot. So I'll fix that later. I'll throw some more embossing powder over it. So there's some purples and reds. So this is what it will look like on dark. This is like a white, of course, because I rubbed my finger in it. That's why you don't touch embossing powder while it's hot. Let's just fix that. Would think that things with this would happen. Yeah, I might have to add just a little bit of embossing paste because I rubbed it and all the sticky is gone. Yeah. So don't do that. You know, Ellen, I did it once. I like to do it when I love to do that when I am watching Christopher, to be honest with you. I'll do a lot of my swatching. At least that's how I started doing it because I can kind of play with everything. I like to organize them into my favorites and then my embossing powders of the month and then my limited edition ones, all that stuff. So, okay. So I forgot to grab my inks. And of course, I don't remember where I put them. So now we're going to redo everything I was going to do tonight because I wasn't prepared. That was not smart of me. Looking for my oxide inks. There they are. Woohoo! We're going to play with oxides tonight. And I'm super excited about this because it's going to be fun. So I'm going to grab Blueprint Sketch. We need black soot. I think we're going to grab, Stormy Sky maybe. Maybe a little tumbled glass. Maybe some antique lemon. I haven't decided on the colors all yet, okay? It should be a pretty quick card. It shouldn't take too much. I got to grab some daubers and some blending things. How's everybody doing this week? Hi. Tia, how are you? So I like to use, this is my embossing one. Let's pull that off. I like to use the foam rounded daubers. So we're going to make a couple of these up. Okay, that's good enough for now because I don't know if we're going to use antique linen. And I'm going to go ahead because we're going to use a little liquid tonight. We're going to use a piece of Not Your Mama's. I'm going to cut that down to A2. So I usually have a few pieces cut up. Yeah, it was nice of her. It is, and I don't have Uncharted Mariner yet. So I haven't bought any oxides in a long time. The last time I bought oxides, to be honest with you, was Villainous Potion, if you can believe that. So I know I grabbed everything I wanted to use, and of course now I'm not seeing what I needed. Wouldn't that just be all that it's not sitting here? All right. We need one more thing. I need a simple blend. We had some company tonight at the last minute, so I was kind of putting things together, and then I thought I had everything pulled out, and of course I didn't. So I'm a little behind. I threw all my stencils in here, so this is what I need, my simple blend. Okay. All right, now hopefully we got good mojo and Fletch isn't gonna eat my stuff. So yeah, oh yeah, I know. Mary, I was thinking about doing that and I didn't. Hi, Miss Julie. How are you on the other side of the area here? So hope you're doing good. I miss you guys. We need to get together one of these days. I had a few of those in my cart and then I changed my mind because I just haven't been using them and I need space for them. Okay, so we're gonna do some ink blending. This is my moon. And then we're gonna go ahead and just start. I think we're gonna I'm just gonna skip the antique linen tonight And we're going to use the tumbled glass to start. Try to center that a little bit more. Now I need to make sure we just need a little bit of this around. So this part is actually going to be, this part's the only part that's not kind of Halloween-y, but I thought this would be fun. A little die cutting tonight. I did pre-pep. I'm sorry if I'm shaking a little bit. Let's see. Do I need to move this up just a little bit there? Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, she's 27 today. I talked to her briefly. She was at work getting ready for her Halloween party at work. She wanted me to see all her decorations. She had made a mama monster and some baby monsters. It was really cute. So awesome. I'm so glad you got home then. Hi, Miss Sue. We missed our phone call. And Joanne. Oh my good. All my crafty ladies are here tonight. Joanne. So Sue, we missed our phone call. We'll have to finish that up. So soon. Soon. Sorry, I wasn't kind of paying attention. So now we've got, this is the Stormy Sky. I don't really use this color much. I have never done this technique before, so hopefully it will work. I think some of you might know where I'm going with this. This is not a technique I invented. I saw Amy R do it, and I've never done it, but we're making a spooky moon. So if you've never seen that before, you'll have to check it out, and she will tell you how who she got the idea from. Okay, and I'm not exactly sure who the first person that was doing this, but I know it wasn't me. So we're just kind of making a night sky to go along with some of our other items. I had some big ideas and completely forgot what I was going to do. I was going to grab some of this cut files. If you guys haven't seen, Brutus Monroe has some digital cut files, and there's a really cool one, a cemetery one, and a trying to think what's the other one I was thinking. The haunted house would go really well with this. Awesome. There we go. And then, of course, last but not least, the books. Yeah, I know I'm shaking this a little bit. I got the Charity Buddy bags from Totally Tipped. I have a friend, and I know I told Walter I had got something fun on Sunday, and he was like, I'll watch your live to see what it is. And I haven't shown it, but I have a friend who makes cases, and she makes cases for Distress Oxide and Ola markers, and this is who I was with this past weekend, and I am going to order some of those. I will show you what I'm talking about here in a minute, because she has this one that is just amazing, and I love it, and I will show it to you. So that's when I'm going to order those cases here. I just didn't have time before tonight to order them, and so they're in my list to order this next week or so here. And last but not least, we're going to add just a little bit more. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way. And then we need to clean up our surface here a little bit, just because I don't want to get everything everywhere. And this is just water. And I could use this for some splatter with this, but I'm going to leave it just without, because I'm going to use some of the pearl, I think. So I have one of my new splatter trays. Where did I put it? Oh, my room is still such a mess, you guys. Here's one of the new splatter trays. And I'm going to grab a little bit of sterling and a little bit of pearl shimmer mist. Thank you. I love ink blending, Mary. I keep saying that wrong, Mary, but I don't do it that often. So you could do some water. I'm just kind of shaking these up a little bit. We're going to add a little bit of sparkle. This is going to get kind of messed up a little bit, but we're just going to add a little bit of shimmer. I love how the pearl adds some shimmer, but I want shimmer in both the pearl and the sterling. So I don't ink blend enough. suitcase things to hold my oxides, because oxides just blend so well. Ahead of time, this is some Not Your Mama's, and I just spread some of the Black Pearl Chroma Glaze on here. And it's dry, so you can see that. Oh, and I froze. I'm frozen. I'm waiting for my, am I frozen on you guys? Can you, or is it my internet, or did you guys freeze? I'm texting to make sure. Oh, there, I get it caught up. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, it caught up. Yep, nope, Melissa, I'm here. I promise. I'm keeping an eye on it. So, all right, after I splattered, I'm just going to put this aside to dry. I'm just going to leave it. And then what I went to see is not anymore. Good. This is just a piece of Not Your Mama's cardstock. I just put some Black Pearl Chroma Glaze on here. So it looks kind of like that in the jar. Yeah, I'm okay now. Thank you, Lan. Thank you, guys. Yep, I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on it. That's why I keep it on TV so I can see. And this is what it looks like when it's dry. Now, if you have not gotten the spooky box yet, oops. Yeah, stupid internet. We'll have to fix that. I think we are going to use the box tonight, but what I think is the best part of this whole thing, I don't know if I put it in here or if I put it in here, is this fabulous die that I'm pretty sure I helped in here. Look at this amazing die that came with this stamp set, or it came with the box. There we go. If you have not ordered the box, I would get it because there's only, I don't know how many left there are, but this would be great for a tombstone. Like, you know, for our panel, you could totally make a slimline card, put a tombstone in front. That's not what we're going to do tonight. I want to use these bats. I think these are going to be fun, fun, fun. So I didn't, to be honest with you, I knew what some of the stuff that was in this, but I did not know this die was in here. And my friend Sandy this weekend was, she asked to use my box when we were crafting, you know, just for fun. And I'm like, absolutely. So she pulls it out. We're looking through it because I hadn't really opened it. And I don't think I watched an unboxing. And I saw this die and I went, what? It is the best. I think this is such a cute box. I'll show you a couple of the other things in it. So I really want to go ahead and use this die and create some fun bats. So we're going to go ahead and of course, I'm going to shake. The bats are fun. My paper. Did you hear that? My paper's a little thick. And look at how fabulous they cut out. We don't need a lot because we have a small card, but I mean, look at how fun that is. You could totally make a border and just put it back up here and keep going and make another batch. But we're just going to do that many for right now. What a fun. And I love these skulls. I'm kind of curious to know if it matches the old, there's like a Bonehead slimline stencil we had a few years ago, and see if it matches that. I haven't checked that out yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Ellen. These fun little dies, these fun little bats have matching dies as well. So it's fun. I think we're going to use the Happy Sentiment. So everything has a die for this one, but I haven't decided what we're going to use yet. Let's grab a card base out of this kit. If you have not seen the kit, you also get some specialty cardstock. We've got this fun mirrored cardstock. You've got a couple of pieces of colored cardstock. There's a piece of C and a piece of Happy Heather. Looks like buttercream and maybe potion or cabbage, I think. And then we've got the you should be packing. Yes, you should be. I know what you're going. You're going to be near my neck of the woods. Also, quick in the box came the Spooky Friends paper pad. I'm just going to do this very quickly. Those are the papers in there. And then, of course, we've got a simple blend with the ghost, which would be really fun to go also with this, because you could totally, after you take this off, you could totally ink blend this ghost over the top and it would be so cute. Or, you know what I mean? Or do it so that you could do that. Like it's like it's a moon behind it. You've got this amazing damask stencils, I don't know, but a mask. And this amazing stencil called Spooky Haunts. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah, Stamp Joy. That's where she's going. She's going to see my friends at Stamp Joy. And then look at these, guys. I did not know these ribbons. These are sticky ribbons. These have, they're sticky. So, I mean, awesome is that. My friend Sandy used one. So those are all the things that came in this box. And then there are some acrylic bubbles and some sequins as well, along with that embossing cutter. I did that very quickly. I'm sorry. I didn't really want to spend too much time on that because I wanted to go through and finish this. Okay, we've got our bats. Now, here is our background panel. It is very close to being dry, so I'm okay with it. We're going to go ahead and take our mask off. And this is where the fun, I hope, cross your fingers, happens. I've never done this before. This is the fun part. I'm just going to take some plain old water. And I'm going to kind of tilt this up a little bit because I've never done this. And I'm going to go ahead and just spritz it. Hopefully it works. Yep, it's starting to work. Do you see that? I'm going to pull it up a little closer. Do you see that? Isn't that fun? So we're just going to let that work and do fun and let it kind of mold it stuff. I'm going to spray the other side a little bit so it flattens. And then we're just going to kind of spray a little bit more. Trying to spray right on the edges of that so that it kind of, see, and then twist it. And then you get that little bit and you'll get different motions. Hi, Christy. So isn't that cool? Now, I'm not quite sure how hard, I'm gonna try to bring that up a little closer. The more black you would use, the more, I mean, the darker colors you use. So I don't want it to do too much more because I want to let it kind of sit and, you know, I'm trying not to get the edges too much. You know, I can kind of hit it a little bit, but that is going to be our kind of our night sky. Of course, we could hit it with some splatter or some of our other colors, but we're just going to let that dry now. And we're going to work on our images. It is a cool effect, and it's the first time I've ever done it. I mean, I've never done it enough before. I mean, I don't know if you use a watercolor paper. I used Not Your Mama's. I think if we used alcohol, well, what time is it? 7:23? We could quickly do it. You want to do it one more time? Should I do it one more time? Should I do it one more time and we'll use aqua pigment paper and see if there's a difference? Let's go for it. Okay. This time I'm going to put it a little bit more in the center. And I'm going to skip the tumbled glass. Okay. We're going to try it one more time quick. We're going to go with the Stormy Skies. And I think the more ink you get around it, the better. But I'm not sure because to be honest with you, I've never ever done this technique before. I've been wanting to do this technique. It is cool. Like I said, it was nothing I invented. Amy R did it the first time I ever saw it, and she credits in a couple of videos when she does it, she says who it is, and I don't remember who that is. I forgot to look it up today. So I just want a little bit of that smoke, that Stormy Skies around the moon. I mean, you really wouldn't have to do a whole lot because you're going to make it cloudier night, but I want just that little bit. And of course, my shimmer went kind of away, so it might be one of those things you want to add the shimmer afterwards. So I like Stormy Skies too. I don't know if I've ever used it before tonight. You know, I might have used it. I don't, like I said, I haven't used my oxides in so long. So I was going to use some of the Stencil-Palooza stencils tonight, but I know that some of them is sold out or there's only a couple left and they're not going to be restocked. So I didn't want to use those tonight and then during my live and then have people disappointed they couldn't go get them. So if you haven't seen I do have the fall foliage dies. I did get those. I have my acorn ones are on the way. I had to order theirs during the live today. All right, we're gonna add a little bit more. Can't really see that blue underneath the, you can kind of see it, probably more in person. So I'm gonna skip the ink splattering this time because when we put the water on it, you're not gonna see it right away. We will add some stars afterwards. We can cover up that moon a little bit and add some more splatter. All right, are we ready to check it out? I have never, yeah, I've seen her do it and I've never done it. I've always wanted to do it, and yes. Oh, thanks for joining us, Susan. Thanks for joining me, Susan. All right. So here's, this one is aqua pigment paper. So let's check it out. I'm gonna move my mask over here somewhere so I don't lose it. This was just a simple blend mask. Are we ready? Here we go. Look at, oh, yeah. Now I'm not gonna move this one. This one I'm just gonna let, okay, I'm gonna try to, I wanna try to leave it flat, but I'm not gonna like twist this one. Kate, I haven't tried it enough. I think I tried it once, but I don't think I put enough ink down. So, but look at how fun this one is. Kate, so uh, uh he says, I like to try to use things that are recent so people can get the ideas, but it's not fun to do that with that. So yeah, that's yeah, no, I knew what you meant. I knew you meant just, you meant in general. I'm going to try to do more on my own channel, some more stash type videos, use your stash. So people know that, and I'll put it in there that it's a stash type video. So that way you can know that these things might not be available, but that way you can use them, you know, because I'd like to get some more ideas out there with Stencilpalooza, because I know some people are just getting theirs, and I haven't used most of mine yet either. So I do like to be able to use them so people can know, but I get that. Just kind of heat set this a little bit, kind of let it. Now, like I said, wouldn't it be fun? You cut this out and you put this in front as it's a big tombstone hanging out in front of that. Yes, yeah. It's kind of, that's my idea, is when I have some time. But so here's our one we're going to use. This one's dry. It's drier. We're going to put some of these bats on here. I mean, we're not going to do a whole lot with this one. I mean, I know it's already 7:30, but we can play around with some of the other things. I kind of think that I don't want to do a ton with this now that I see this, because I kind of am liking this, but it's not 1,000% dry. And like I said, this is your Not Your Mama, so it's very, very, very subtle with that one. Yeah, I like that spooky, spooky one. I think this didn't run as much because, like I said, I didn't ink it much, and it's because it's the Not Your Mom, it's the Not Your Mama's. So let's kind of get it dry a little bit. I think, to be honest with you, in person, it's, this one's really cool because you can see the edges. It looks like that hazy moon. So I think we're gonna do kind of both ideas. I am gonna do like a tombstone kind of thingy, and I don't know if we're gonna put anything on it, but we'll do one because we have two cards, so we'll do it two different ways. So let's get that here. I am gonna go ahead and ink blend one of these guys up. I'm thinking we're just going to do this. We're going to do this guy. Think he's cute. I haven't ink blended any of these up. I haven't had a chance to do a lot of playing. I made a lot of cards this weekend, but I made a lot of cards using stuff that's been sitting around my craft room. Rules of 3, yes. Of course, rules of 3. Oops, hit that. Yeah, always. Three. It's actually, it's not rules of 3 so much for me as it is odd numbers. But it is, there's a rule of 3, but I do like to use just odd numbers. I'm just going to cut this down to A2 size. This is some not perfect blends. So get that going here. I'm so excited because I bought a few Olo markers that I didn't have before. This weekend I was able to at Stampin' Storage pick up some grays. I didn't have any grays. And so I got all the grays and a couple reds, which I ended up finding out I had one of the reds, which is fine. I mean, reds are, and then one of the other ones that I've used so much that it had died out. So I had to replace that one. And then I got the blender because I forgot to buy that too. The moon is spooky enough. Yes, it is spooky enough. I think, like I said, I think what we'll do is we'll have some fun with that. That other one, we'll make like a little grave on it. Now, if I was thinking about it, I could have probably used some sort of dies from my stash, some alphabet dies, and cut out like RIP or something like that, but it's okay. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. Guess what? I ordered myself a new MISTI. And it shipped today. I'm so excited. So I'm going to have a new MISTI and the glue press. I really wanted a glue press as well. So I'm going to just use my tri-blends because they're right here. And of course, okay, guys, remind me. Red, orange, yellow. Is that how that works? I mean, white. White's at the top. I know that, right? What is it? Orange or is it yellow on the bottom? I think he's yellow on the bottom, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I've had any. Let's get my cheaters. Penny, I loved it. I just hadn't bought it. And there's a reason I was waiting for it. And it was a personal reason. And it's on its way. I almost bought it this weekend, but I had a reason that I was saving it to buy. It was a kind of a selfish reason. So I got that and I just saw the order. It said shipped today. So I'm super excited. It'll be here this weekend. I can't Google it because I'm on my phone is videotaping for you guys. So if you guys can help me out, it's white. What's the middle? Is the middle orange or is the middle yellow? Can you guys let me know that? Still, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the comments. Yeah, I'm excited for the glue press. Somebody else told me that. I was like, you're going to want one for thick and one white, orange, yellow. That's what I thought. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Add some yellow face, even though this isn't, there's no light in there, but we're going to hit. So right, orange, yellow. So yellow goes in here. We're going to go backwards with my coloring. I'm going to do the dark first. I'm just doing a very, very quick color, guys. You know me. I try not to do a lot of coloring on camera, but this will be quick, I promise. I'm going to just make his legs all dark. This is the citrus blend of the tri-blends. I don't try to overthink it anymore. I like to color. I love to color. I used to color when I worked in college. I love my regular size MISTI and glue press. I find the glue press is more successful putting in the embellishment at the silicone base. Oh yeah, white, yellow, orange. Oh, so we have white, orange, and yellow. White, orange, and yellow. We have one white, yellow, orange. Well, guess what? He's gonna have a yellow bottom. It's been a while. I haven't had any candy corn yet, you guys, this year. I gotta go buy some. That's because I haven't found the good stuff. And when I mean good stuff, I mean the Brock's, the name brand stuff. And I like it with peanuts. It's the only way I like to eat it. But I ate so much this weekend. So much good stuff. Somebody made some, you always eat good stuff when you're crafting, right? Stuff you're not supposed to eat. We had some sort of homemade stuffed shells by one lady. Oh my gosh, she cooked it. She said she made the sauce. She cooks the sauce for like, I don't know, 3 days. It was so good. And then let's see, we had pudding shots because we were all adults. Oh, okay, Melissa, thank you. No problem. I could have made it work because there's the brown one too, the fall colored one. All right, so I got a little white where I wasn't supposed to. So we're gonna quick grab my white gel pen. We're not really gonna do much with the top here. I am just gonna kind of color it a little bit with a gel pen. Just to give them a little shine. Just a little bit shine. And then we gotta color his feet in. But oh, it was fun. I went to just outside the cities in Minneapolis and Minnesota. I got to see my mama and my one sister. They came down because I had some stuff for my sister. And so my mama came and they were down for about, I don't know, they stayed for about a half an hour to an hour. And I gave them the things for her, and that was good. And then, I made it up there easy. And like I said, I got to go did a little shopping, ate my favorite Chinese restaurant, you guys. Oh, I had too much. I had my favorite green beans and the cream cheese puffs were so good. I was glad that I ate them in the restaurant because they were so full. They would have been they were squishing out and it would have been all over myself. I don't think I know what that is, Lisa. I mean, that doesn't surprise me that I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna give him a little bit of a red tone. And I'm gonna grab this gray for the inside of his mouth. Let's make it a little gray. It could probably be red, but I'm gonna make it gray. And then I'm gonna just use a little bit of gray on his gloves. And actually, I think I'm just gonna put a little gray around the outside just to give it some color. And then I'm gonna grab my colorless blender that I got. My glasses are taking up all the room. Cream, okay. Not sure what I have. Try that combo. What, Sue, the get the good ones. If you're gonna get the big, okay. Lisa, that's why I wouldn't know. I'm sorry to say that I wouldn't know. I didn't discover beer until it was in the 90s. Get the good name brand for the candy corn and then salted peanuts. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. All right. We got our little guy here. And I'm going to quick kind of cut him out a little bit because we're going to use my little die cut machine. I don't want to, you know me, I like to save a lot of paper, but I'm at the point right now that it's okay. But we are going to cut another small piece off right like this for a skull. It's good, I can tell you. I mean, in my opinion, it's good. Those people who don't like candy corn may not still like that. I love candy corn, especially when is this going to go through my die cut machine? It is. Ordered myself some new plates for my little Sizzix here, so I'm excited for those to come too. It was a cartoon mascot. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. You said Boy Heidi, the beer bottle. I didn't know for sure. Sorry. I didn't mean to say it that way. I just meant you might have recognized it from a family member that drank it or whatever, or the area you're in. I apologize. I know my mom's not listening right now because I think she's at a meeting. So you know, I can say that I was. Okay. The Music Rock magazine. That's cool. All right. So there's my little guy. And then we're going to cut out one of these. I just think I want one skull. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here. And I'm just going to make sure it sits in there like this. So I make sure one whole skull is covered. Tear that piece off like that. One whole skull is covered, and we'll tape that down. We're going to make our skull be shimmery though. Okay, you guys? All right. And then I guess we do have to get the bag die cut machine out if we're going to use the. Oh my gosh, you ready? You see this skull? It's going to be cool. I'm going to get my regular pokey tool out. I will promise. Oh, where's Francie tonight? I promise I will do that. Okay, so this is my fun story, you guys. So I got up on Saturday morning crafting, and my friends, seems to be a little tradition with them. This is the first time I've been able to craft with these guys. And I come sitting on my desk, and this is what's sitting on my desk. Of course, it's sitting like this. But look at this guy. Isn't he adorable? And my first thought was, how did she make me a cap for my spray? So I thought, this is just adorable. I'm like, I want like 1,000 of these. I want to, like, I don't know, do something with them. They're so cute. So anyway, so then I'm packed all up, ready to go Sunday morning. My stuff is in the car, and I have this little bag that I have everything in. And here, lo and behold, not only did I get boo. Oh, okay. I got ducked. I found these little guys sticking on the top of my bag in my truck, but I only saw this guy. So I was laughing pretty hard, and then I came in and I saw my table mate had a couple of ducks. She goes, "My ducks are all in a row." So I looked around in my room. Aren't they adorable? So they are staying. I don't know if they're going to stay on these. Well, this works because it's my squeaky cleaner, my stencil cleaner. And this is my pokey tool, except that he's off a little ways. But aren't they just so, I'm so excited. It's just so fun. Hi, Tracy. How are you this evening? Oh, you know what? Guess what I just threw away? My Tim Holtz trimmer. All right, so we've got our little skull guy. We're gonna do him. We're gonna play with him real quick. We're gonna use our Pearl Shimmer Splash. I do. The ducks were just so cute, and we're gonna quick paint this guy up. And I'm gonna grab my pokey tool. Tracy is my friend that I've crafted with many times, and I have to tell Tracy because I haven't talked to her. My bed is amazing. Thank you so much for reminding me about Zinus. I think it's called Zinus. I just got off Amazon. It is so fabulous. We've had it a week now, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I know that, but I'm glad you're here tonight. So there, we've got our skull. And we're going to just put him off to the side to dry here. I'll put him on our oxide container. And we got to get a tombstone now, right? So this might shake my table a little bit. I apologize for that. And we're going to grab some Raven cardstock here. We're going to quick cut out our tombstone. Yes, my ducks in a line. And my ghost. I mean, and that ghost is just the cutest thing. I haven't even got to, I forgot to show that to Tom. That my ghost. Zinus, yep. I think that's how you say it, but it is amazing. I got a new blanket today, and I got sheets on their way. I mean, we had ordered sheets because we had to have sheets, but I'm a two set of sheet girl, so I don't have to, wait all day for my bedding to be done. All right, there is our tombstone, and we're going to start kind of putting things together here. All right, we've got our kind of spooky we got our really spooky one. Now, this one is really spooky, but I feel like we got to have some shimmer in this one. So we're going to grab our stencil tray. And I'm going to grab my mask and we're going to pop it back down on top. It just has to kind of sit there, and we're going to go ahead and throw some of our little shimmer. Oh, Melissa, I don't know where I got them from. They showed up at my craft retreat. I mean, I think I know where they're from, but I don't know where they're from. The ghost showed up on my desk on Friday morning or Saturday morning, and the ducks showed up on my desk on Sunday morning. And I didn't notice the ducks till I left, but they're super cute. Last year, I heard there was googly eyes on everything that these ladies had. So people have googly eyes stuck to everything. So I thought it was really funny. They're just super cute. So, okay. So there, we got our little splatter. We're going to let that one dry here a little bit. So we've got both of these, and we've got our really spooky one. And I'm thinking that the not so spooky one is maybe where we're going to put this. And this is what I'm thinking. We'll get this guy on here like this. You could totally, no, I was gonna say that wouldn't necessarily work. But I think that's cool. And then we got this guy who's kind of just out trick-or-treating. Okay. So we got, yes, they were. Thank you, Tracy. This is the first time I've ever done this this type of thing. So this is kind of my idea here. We've got a few bats. We're kind of getting here. We need a couple sentiments. So let's kind of start moving forward on this. I have a card base right here. Let us get let's do this guy first. I think this guy needs a little bit of shimmer too. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my splatter box here. And I have actually, no, I'm going to use my favorite, the ornamental gold, because that just gives us a light fist. I'm a pro. Thank you, Tracy. It was fun. Like I said, I got a better background with the water aqua pigment paper than I did with the Matcha Mamas, because the Matcha Mamas isn't. So we got a nice big shiny splattery background. Gonna hit that quick with our heat tool just because we need it to dry quickly. Sorry, I'm off camera a little bit. I knew that, but I said the heat tool is not quite. I think I see the problem. We'll fix that for next time. It needs to go under the leg of the chair. And then I'm gonna actually just hit it with my towel to pull up those big drops. All right. So this guy's gonna go on here. I am gonna kind of bring it down a little bit. And I'm gonna pop it up. I had my tape. I'm a pro, thanks. That makes me feel good. All right. Got this and that. Go ahead and pull a little bit more of this off. This is just our big foam tape. I think it's out of stock right now, but you can sign up for re-notifications. I know it was going to be coming in soon, so I apologize, but of course I'm going to use it because I'm trying to use my stash. Thank you. I'm trying to, think about my cards a little bit more. It sounds horrible. A little bit more than just, crazy willy-nilliness. And being traveling this weekend, I played a lot, but I didn't plan, which I probably should have. But I think that's fun. Okay, so I just have a little bit of this tape on here. We're just going to go ahead and plop it down kind of here. Like I said, there's no word. We're not going to have any words on our tombstone. Flop him over like this. So it's just the beginning parts of it. You'll know it is because we're going to put our little skull on here. Let's see if I can find my glue. And of course, ignore my glue looking bad. It's rusty from my pin. That's why I said my glue press is coming. I'm super excited about that. I'll grab a tweezers here. We're still getting kind of happy with the desk area. I'm at the point where I think I'm going to start putting things in boxes and just hide them for now, And then I'll bring stuff out as I need them, or go through one box at a time, because I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with all the other stuff I haven't put away. All right, and we got to put a couple bats out here. I'm going to put a couple bats. Grab a couple of these fun bats. Like I said, this is what I like about this is these are the different textures. This is the black chroma glaze. Maybe I might not have used enough glue. The black pearl chroma glaze. So we've got this. And then I'm gonna let this dry a few minutes before I put it on my card base. I don't have a sentiment on it yet, but I don't know if I'm gonna put a sentiment on it. I think I might put the sentiment on the inside. And then of course we gotta add some fun colors to it. So this one, we're gonna put our little guy, he's kind of walking. Matter of fact, I might put him off a little bit and cut his legs off. Halloween, because I'm trying to decide which way I want to do this. I'm thinking I'm gonna put him a little bit here on the lower side. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna pop him up though. We're just gonna attach him. I'm just blowing in my the edge of my glue. I don't know if you can see it on the little camera that every once in a while my glue kind of gets a little wonky. I have to blow just a little bit of air in the bottom. Then it helps get rid of that. It helps the air bubbles kind of work. So we're going to cut him off. I know that looks kind of weird, but I want him to be like he's going off the screen because this is up in the air. And then we're going to stamp a sentiment for this one. Right on the cover. Not doing too bad. Getting close. We're going to run over just a hair, but not too bad. We're going to do the nice big Happy Halloween sentiments because I think that's perfect with this trick-or-treater. I'm so excited, you guys. You'll have to ask me. Make sure if Halloween is on a Wednesday, I won't be live because if I get trick-or-treaters, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Besides the fact that I can't eat all the candy I got. So I'm on a different street that's busier. So my biggest thing is figuring out what to do with the dog. And I have to take him for a really long walk when I get from home. I haven't looked at the dates, so yet. Oh, thanks, Susan. Yeah, that was the aqua pigment paper. So that was so like if you get a nice paper that can soak up the water, I think that's the key to that. So whether you use aqua pigment paper or just a watercolor paper, like a heavy, you could use Tim Holtz's heavy stock if you really wanted to, I think too. And you'd get that super, you could use a lot of water and get it to really suck that ink in. But I thought it was kind of fun to do it that way. We're just going to color this. I want more orange because, orange is Halloween to me. Orange and purple, but we don't have a lot of purple. And I'm going to play with this technique some more and have some fun with it. I'm hoping, like I said, I want to get some of the cut files out. The cemetery one and the haunted house one. And I want to cut those out of Raven cardstock and get them all sparkly shiny and put them over this moon. So if you go up under in the store under digital files is where you'll find those. I think they're like 99 cents a piece. So not too bad. You can resize them to any size. I like to just use them as A2 card panels. Since they're for that, and use my scan and cut. I used them one time and it was fun. I think there's a craggly tree. There's some zombie hands. So definitely check that out because that's some fun extra things you can add to your crafty things. Thank you for posting the digital files for me. I kind of was looking at them today to do that, and then I was going to Yeah, thank you. I like both moons, and like I said, the first moon isn't quite as spooky. It's kind of more eerie, but I think it's because I'm just putting my die cut together here. I know it's because of the Not Your Mamas. It didn't quite, and I didn't want to put any more water. Not because it can't have the water. It's just because I didn't want it to dilute the edges as much. And it was my very first one. I'm thinking that it would be fun I'm going to try it. I want to do the same exact thing, but instead of I'm going to do a tiny bit of water, but I think what I'm going to use is the Ornament Gold Shimmer Mist. This one, my favorite, or Chroma Mist, because that'll give it that sparkle too. And then the moon will be sparkly. Oh, and you could totally use, you could totally use the outside piece of this to make the moon shimmery if you really wanted to. And then, and let it dry a little bit. And then you could do your mask over the top. I did not do that tonight. So yeah, we're gonna put our Happy Halloween right in here. And I might pop that up. This nice long piece of foam tape here. That will be perfect. Just gotta chop off a little bit of the extra. Oops. Well, that didn't quite work the way it was supposed to. That's fine. Do that again. Stick that on here. We got to add just a teeny bit of bling too. Got to add a couple bats to this guy. I'm going to put our Happy Halloween right here. I'm going to do a little higher. We're going to add a couple of bats to this guy. Oh, Kate, these are SVGs, so they would work in like a cutting machine, like a scan and cut, or a Silhouette or a Cricut. I'm not sure what else is out there besides those things that would do scan and cuts, to be honest with you, or to do SVG files. That's what the digital files are. They're not printables per se. These are cut files. I mean, there are some printables, but I'm going to throw a bat there. Ooh, it cut out 6, I think, didn't it? So that's kind of perfect. This is still my old, I can't believe it. Earlier this year, I had to have some more glue, and I needed more Bearly Arts glue. And I haven't even opened it yet. This is still the one that I've had forever, you guys. They last forever. We're going to put this guy right here. All right, there we go. Let's get these guys on a card base or two. Add some bling, and we got a good night for it. Oh, thank you. I'm not a spooky card person per se. I think last week, if any of you guys were here, you heard me talk about my scary story, why I don't like scary stories in movies, but I think it's kind of fun to have fun. I don't mind spooky. I don't mind kind of scary. Grab another card base here out of my box. Not sure where I put them. We'll grab one from over here. This is just one I had on my stash. This is a top folding one. It's not one that came in the box. It's one I made out of paper, Not Your Mama's paper. So I'll have a top folding one too. But my daughter loves Halloween so much. I like the fun Halloween stuff, the cutesy stuff. I don't like I said, I don't like scary, but I do like spooky and fun and all that good stuff. So oh man, I can scare myself being alone. Now I have a dog, it's not so bad. I do like the font on this Happy Halloween as well. I think that's a fun font. I was super excited. So I'm going to add I'm going to add a few dots right here. We're going to add I didn't quite center them, so they're going to be odd. And then we're going to put a few crystals up in the air. Just kind of dotting it here and there. We'll dot a few here. And then hopefully I'll remember where I put all my dots. We're going to grab some of our crystals. I've got, let's see here. We've got the, ooh, I think we're going to use the Violet Shift ones. I think those are fun because they've got a little bit of purple in there. And purple is definitely Halloween colors. Now, if Francie was here, I'd tell her to cover her eyes. There we go. So for Sue and Tracy, I started using this and I didn't realize that how 3D it ends up being on camera. I don't know if you've seen one of the lives when I've used that before. So that's why I was telling you to cover your eyes because it pokes you. And add those last couple of crystals. Is that one upside down? Yes. I have found that if you take this and just kind of shake it, they move and you don't have to fuss with them so much, which is really nice. You know, I mean, you can use a tray, of course, too, but I found the glass, the lid works really, really well. All right, and that one got off just a hair. So we can get a fifth one maybe in there. Because, you know, odd numbers. Oh, I moved it just enough. It didn't stick. All right. Put a dot there. Put a dot there. It's probably still too wet. That's probably why. From the shimmer mist. We'll make it work. It'll sit there and I won't touch it. All right. Yes, we did. Mindy gave these to us. And I use it all the time because it's never dulls and I never have to worry about it loosening. I mean, I love my pick tools, but this is my favorite for jewels and gems. There we go, you guys. 2 quick fun cards using mostly items from the box and then some ink and the simple blend. Of course, paper is different. But there we go, you guys. You do need to start using them. Tracy, you do. I'm going to check with you on that. Thanks, Susan. So we've got the fun, happy Halloween card. I'm not sure. There's not as much sparkle in this one. But I love how low the moon is on this one. And then this one, the moon is up a little higher, but you can see, look at that sparkle on that tombstone. Like I said, I thought about it, I could have done the RIP on here or something, but I like this, you know, the little mask, so. And then I used the Chroma glaze for the bats, and this came in the box. The bats, this is not available separately. This is available in the box. So there's only a few boxes left. I don't remember if they were in SOS status. You're welcome. But I do know there was a few. I will quickly paste that box one more time. Thank you, Renee. You guys have a great evening. I will see you next week. I went over by 4 minutes, so I didn't do too bad. So, but I did have to pause it. I did pause it one time. So you guys have a great night. I will see you guys next week and we'll see what else we're going to play with. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.